Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details. With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
It's Tokyo time, and Anything But Footy brings you the views of the athletes in action just before their event.
And it's huge congratulations to five-time Paralympic champion swimmer Ellie Simmonds and Beijing gold medal winning archer John Stubbs, who will lead the British team out at the opening ceremony. They've just been confirmed as flag bearers as Tokyo prepares to be the first city to stage the Paralympics twice. Ellie, firstly, how does it feel, flag bearer for Paralympics GB?
Oh, there's no words to describe it, really. It's just so amazing. Like, when we found out yesterday, we were both together and we got told by Penny. Like, I think, like John was saying, it's not really sunk in, because in past games, you see the flag bearers, you watch the opening ceremonies from home, and it's just amazing. And then for me and John to be in that position, to carry the flag, to go to an opening ceremony, it's just, it's a huge honour, and it's just pride, it's everything. Every words to that I'm feeling, it's hard to sum up.
John, have you got the accolade because you're the oldest?
Well, you know what? A lot of my teammates have been saying this to me, thinking, you know what? You're the oldest member of the British team. And I was like, will you give over? I might be the oldest person, but I'm still competitive, and that's what it's all about. Unfortunately, I'm in a sport where you don't have to be the fittest. You don't have to be the fastest. You've just got to have it up here. And I'd like to think at my ripe old age, I've still got it. My eyesight's shocking, mind you. But, I know where the middle of the target is.
In all seriousness, John, what does it mean?
I don't think it's really sunk in, and it probably won't sink in until we're actually there tomorrow, and the national anthem's is being played, and we're doing the parade, Then I think, I am very emotional. I never used to be, but I wouldn't be surprised if I'm not crying. I didn't cry when I was on the podium receiving gold and silver medal, but you know what? This might just tip me over the edge.
Ellie, have you worked out how you're going to do it yet?
We actually haven't yet, have we? But I think we're just going to hold it, and both of us together in a sense, and just hold it for all the team, the whole of Paralympics GB. We're going to walk out both together, just soak it all in, soak in the excitement, and just be so proud to be carrying that British flag. And that's who we represent. That's the country that we both swim and we shoot for. Yeah. So it's going to be just an amazing opportunity, and just amazing to be picked throughout of the whole Paralympics GB. And so I think we're just going to both carry it, or see how it is, and just it will just soak it all in.
You know what? I think we'll just let Paralympics GB work out the logistics of how we're going to carry the flag, and we'll just enjoy the parade. That is not our problem, but I'm sure we'll be as proud as punch, however we're doing it.
I mean, there isn't many people who represent Great Britain at the Paralympics. There's even fewer people who carry the flag.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's an absolute honour. You know, honestly, I really don't know what to say. You know, pride doesn't come into it. It's just mind blowing.
Quick word then on your sports. Ellie, does it slightly distract your inaction in a couple of days?
No, not really. I've had great support from my coaches, and before getting nominated from my performance director, I spoke to my coach, I spoke to Chris, and we talked about it, the implications and whatnot. But no, it's not. I think, to be honest, I've thought about it, and actually, like, the whole buzz, the whole excitement is just gonna lift me, and it's gonna be amazing. Like, I've got Wednesday as like rest day in a sense. I'm going to go to the pool, cheer on my teammates, watch them compete on day one, and then Thursday for me is the 200 IM. So it's about going out there and racing again, giving everything I've got. But I think, no, it's just about going out there, buzz, like soaking it all in, getting the whole buzz of going to an opening ceremony, and just using all of that to propel me through the water.
Absolutely. John, how lucky do you guys feel to be at the Paralympics, the delayed Paralympics?
It's been a tough year. You know, it's been a tough 2 years, if you like. And at my age, at 56, to extend games by another year, it's like, you know, for a young one, a year is nothing. But for an old one like myself, it's like 5 years, you know, because you just start questioning whether you still can be competitive. And, you know, it's all about the sport for me, you know, and it's all about being competitive, you know, and I'm here to win medals, and that's all I'm here for. You know, I'm proud. Obviously, we're all proud. And there's only, in my category, there's only ever going to be 3 winners. And that's a bronze, silver and gold medal. And that's all we're fighting for. You know, so I just want to be in the mix. And by carrying the flag will give me that spark that I might have not been having over the last few competitions that I've been to. So to be given this privilege of carrying the flag, I think it'll give me a bit more impetus on doing well.
Final one then. What's the reception been like in Tokyo? How have the local people welcomed you, Ellie and John?
Amazing, isn't it? Like,
the Japanese people have been the hospitality is absolutely second to none. You know, I said this earlier that, you know, Ellie and myself, we've travelled the world competing, you know, and bearing in mind, you know, because of the COVID situation that they're finding themselves in, we feel honoured, you know, and we feel privileged, and they're so welcoming, you know, absolutely.
So supportive. Like, before coming to the village, we were in Suzuka, and they were so nice. Literally, they were welcoming us. And even like when we all took a bus to come back to come to the village, they were all like literally cheering at the side of the roads, waving us off, and like it was just so nice. And like even now in the village, like all the volunteers, all the guys at the venues, in the food hall, they're just like so nice and so helpful, and like, yeah, it's just lovely. And I love saying like arigato and arigato gozaimasu, and I'm like, oh, that's the only Japanese I know, but it's good, and it's so lovely to say thank you very much, because that's what it means to me.
And not only that, but they're giving us so many trinkets. You know, they've made so many pieces of origami that take hours to make, but they're dotted all over the village, and you know, my bag's full of it. You know,
taking a whole suitcase full of it.
Absolutely. You know, it goes to show you how much the games mean to them, for how much time they've put into making the origami.
Well, we look forward to seeing that when you come back, John, and a couple of medals to you both as well. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
Cheers, John.
Ellie's in action on Thursday in the pool in the 200-metre individual medley. John takes aim in archery in the men's compound opening ranking round on Friday. All this is the woman in charge of 227 British athletes, plus dozens more support staff. Chef de mission Penny Briscoe tells us the athletes are excited and ready, despite a positive COVID test in the camp.
I'd say it's really buoyant. Over half of the athletes are now in village. I'd say excitement, anticipation, elation. A few athletes pinching themselves just to make sure they're actually here in Tokyo. But also, I think a sense of gratitude for the work that's gone on to allow them to be here to compete. And I think also a feeling of privilege. That in the midst of the global pandemic, so much has been done to create a framework for safe and secure games, and they feel so grateful for the Japanese government, the organising committee, the IPC, and all of the Japanese public for welcoming us here as a Paralympics GB team.
A games like no other, as you say. When we spoke at the British Triathlon launch, you said you were ripping up plans still. When did you stop ripping up daily plans?
Well, I don't think we have actually. Even in the last days, there've been changes to flights with people coming either earlier or later. But I think that the most important thing is that the team are coming through. They're either in prep camps here in Japan or already in village. The majority are now in environment, and that's the most important thing, getting here safe and securely and being ready to compete. And I can absolutely assure you that as a team, we are ready and waiting to compete at this Tokyo Paralympic Games.
I want to talk to you about the sport in a moment, but just quickly on COVID, a couple of cases or a couple of isolations from athletes.
Yeah, one positive case in a staff member, which resulted in 2 close contact tracings of athletes. The positive case is physically well. The athletes are fit and well. They're here now in the village. They've been here for a few days. They're training, and there's just some additional countermeasures, restrictions in place. But they're training. They're able to compete, and I think we're all absolutely delighted that it's been contained. It's been managed.
And the Olympics gave you a bit of confidence as well?
Team GB absolutely smashed it, and I think we're so proud of their achievement. We're looking to follow suit, and I think that there was so much pride, so much passion exhibited by Team GB over their 16 days of competition, and we'll be looking to do exactly the same in terms of putting everything that we've got out onto the field of play over the 12 days of competition for the Paralympic Games.
Now, you're in charge of the team, Penny. A tough question for you. We all know the 2012 heroes, and there's still some competing. Your Hannah Cockcrofts, your Johnny Peacocks, your Richard Whiteheads. A couple of new names for us to look out for. Who should we be looking out for? Some new names.
Well, we've got 2 new sports, haven't we? Para-Taekwondo and para-badminton. So Jack Shepherd, Emmy Truesdale, just as a starter for 10. We've got athletes that have changed sports. So Laura Sugar and Charlotte Henshaw, who moved one from swimming, one from athletics into para-canoe. We've got such a talented, team, 19 sports, all of whom have had great success this cycle. And I think there's going to be something for everyone, irrespective of where your preferences are. I think that this team really will, deliver some incredible moments out here in Tokyo.
And final question. I know there's not a specific medal target, but you got 147 last time, 64 golds. You must be hoping to get somewhere near those.
The medal target set by UK Sport is 100 to 140, and we think that that's a realistic reflection of what we know. There are too many unknowns in terms of what other nations have been able to do or haven't been able to do. But as I say, we had some good form in the spring and into the summer. We've done everything that we can, I think, is the main thing. And we'll be doing everything that we can to deliver what we've got on the field of play over the next 12 days.
Well, we wish you, your team and all the athletes success. Thanks for talking to us, Penny.
Thanks very much.
This is Tokyo Time from Anything But Footy, the Olympic and Paralympic Sport Podcast. Follow for more from the 2020 Games in 2021.
Social Podcast Network.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.